If you're not celebrating the 4th of July because you're on your high horse and you're not very happy with the results of the presidential election, well, first of all, you need to get a life. Second of all, no president should have any effect on whether you celebrate the 4th of July. I can hate the president or I can love him. It doesn't matter. It's not going to stop me from celebrating the 4th of July because we are celebrating the independence of this country, and that should be celebrated. So stop being on your high horse. Go celebrate for
Do
this.
you also agree with that? That the 4th of July should have been celebrated? Did you celebrate on the 4th of July, or you felt things are not going well, so nothing is worth celebrating? Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by, supporting your girl on this channel. So all credit goes to the creators in those videos. Guys, in today's video, the American Independence Day was on the 4th of July, and many people have a lot to say. Some say it was worth celebrating no matter what is going on in the country. You should celebrate, yada, yada, yada. And others are of the opinion that nothing is worth celebrating with everything going on in the country. Absolutely nothing is worth celebrating. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as an American, my American viewers, did you celebrate on the 4th of July or you did not? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let's watch these videos.
Grow up about the 4th of July already, please. Like, it's getting old. All right? Move out of America if you do not like it here. You guys like to talk so much crap about America, but you're still here. Do the research and find a place that you think is safer and better than this place. I was once under the impression that this is the worst place. Why? How could they do this? How could they do that? I sat down and actually researched, not Googled a point that I already believe in. You know what I mean? But I researched the opposite argument of what I believed because I was under the liberal impression that this place hates us. And that's not the case.
Extra patriotic and obligated to celebrate 4th of July this year because me and all of my other fellow non-MAGA people are a true representation of who Americans are and what America actually stands for. And I'm not even separating this into like liberals and conservatives, Democrats, Republicans, like anyone who's non-MAGA, you are a better representation of this country than whatever is going on in government right now. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I hate America after these events that have happened, because to me, that's not what America is. That's why I feel like it's so important for us to go celebrate America and show what it can and should be, instead of accepting defeat or banning the 4th of July. I don't know if anything I'm saying is making sense right now, but basically, if you're MAGA, you're not allowed to celebrate America. I don't know what you're standing for, but it's not America. The rest of us, make it your best 4th of July.
Go buy some fireworks. I be feeling bad. I don't really like fireworks because my nerve is bad and it's a whole thing. I lived in a neighborhood that was lots of shooting, so I don't like all that popping, but my kids like it. And I was about to buy something small, like a little poppity pop, you know, around this time of the year, you could buy one, get 3 free type stuff, right? And I was looking, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to buy this. Oh, that doesn't look like it's going to be too loud. Oh, I don't know, you know. I was doing all the things. And then I saw a firework that said 1776, y'all. And when I tell you, it turned my whole stomach. It turned my whole stomach because I'm like, in 1776, I wasn't free. My family wasn't free. Who is this for? This is going back to people who did not, their freedom didn't have to be legislated. You know, for people who didn't have to get rights to have a credit card, to have rights to own land. Who wasn't, you know what I'm saying? This 4th of July feels nasty. It feels, ugh. Just given this, the budget bill, just given this administration, I have just never felt, this 4th of July feels so un-American. It just, I don't think I could participate, y'all. I don't. Am I wrong? I mean, let me know in the comments. Am I wrong? Am I tripping? Anybody else feeling?
Anybody else feel like instead of celebrating, more like mourning the loss of our country? That's how I'm feeling this July 4th. It's sad.
Super confident as an American right now.
We have more in common than we do different.
The population shift has changed how the mix of people feel about American patriotism.
I'm in Washington, D.C., talking to Americans about whether they're feeling united this 4th of July.
It's really hard for young people to live in this country. I think there's a lot of division, a lot of hatred, and a lot of confusion, misinformation.
Baseline, people are scared about affording things. How do they take care of their families? How do they feel safe in the country? How do they see what the next few years are?
I support Donald Trump heavily. There's people in the family that did, but now don't. Do we still say, yes, there should be patriotism, America should be strong? Yeah, we share that together.
Everybody's the same. Nobody's better than nobody else. The way the country is being ran right now, it's a divide.
Is there common ground to be found amidst that division?
I don't see us coming together anytime soon unless people just really hear each other out. The problem is that people don't like to hear each other out and people just like to be right.
There's a lot of division, not enough open-mindedness as to where our country's headed right now.
It has always been about opportunities, learning, being a good citizen of the country that is helping me grow.
This is a big country. There's a lot of people here. I thank God making everything good.
When you're online and speaking online, it's easy to write it off or be vitriolic. But when you're staring at the person across from you and you're in the same space, you have to recognize I'm staring at a human being right now.
Do you find that there is still unity to be found?
I think there's still unity to be found. I really believe in this country, and I really believe in this sort of very unique model of democracy. We all want safety, we all want love and happiness and the freedom.
Got 2 million likes after telling the world that she got her nails done for the 4th of July in blue, not red, for a reason. Can you guys just for once appreciate this country without an asterisk? The fact that you were able to even go get your nails done for a specific holiday while roughly 6 out of 10 people in this world live on less than $10 a day. The fact that you were able to do that and then get on here and basically complain about this country just shows your level of ingratitude. It reminds me of those spoiled kids whose parents get them a beautiful Mercedes car and they pitch a fit because they wanted a BMW. This country is not perfect, but people risk their lives trying to get here. Meanwhile, you guys never seem to stop complaining, and yet you also never leave. Well, I can't afford to just get up and leave. People come here on inflatable boats trying to get in and trying to get away from their own countries. So if you actually thought this country was that bad, you would find a way to leave. But you don't leave because you know that this country is great. So maybe on the 4th of July, you simply celebrate this country like a normal person.
July, and we are no longer free here in the United States. So unhappy Independence Day, everyone. We are no longer slow walking towards autocracy here. No, we've reached that point in the roller coaster where we have gone off the cliff, and the next couple of years, because that's how long it's going to take for a lot of these provisions in that big horrible bill that passed yesterday to actually come to fruition, those loop-de-loops, the upside downs, the twists and turns, we're in that part of the ride now. And how we choose to respond to that as a nation is ultimately going to determine where we end up as a people, as a country. And we don't know the ending. We don't know how this ride is going to play out. And many of us are despondent. I understand that. Many of us are scared. I get it. I do. And I fully realize that, guess what? A lot of those provisions in that bill actually benefit me. I'm being honest with you. I am an incredibly privileged individual. I recognize that. But I also recognize that I have a platform on here that is continuing to grow. And I'm going to use that platform to highlight all of the people who are not like me, who are being hurt every single day by this government and this administration and the people in power. That is what I am going to choose to do. So on this very unhappy Independence Day, I want to let you know that you are not alone. And I'm going to be on here as long as this thing is around and as long as they let me, to speak the truth as I see it and to highlight stories of those who are not in my position. And I fully recognize that I have the ability to do that when so many others do not. And that is my promise to you on this 4th of July.
Beautiful 4th of July. Oh, I'm not celebrating that. Why not? You're American. Yeah, well, it's not true anymore. I don't get it. What do you mean it's not true? Well, the reason why we declared independence and why we celebrate the 4th of July is no longer applicable here in the United States in 2025. You don't understand what you're saying. Can you explain that? Yeah, sure. So in 1776, we wrote the Declaration of Independence, which was our way to break out of British rule. And then the 13 colonies became the United States of America because of the Declaration of Independence. But see, in 1773, there was the Boston Tea Party, which was part of the revolution against the taxation without representation that the British overlords were using against the 13 colonies. So because they were being taxed too much, they revolted. And then in 1775, there was the Revolutionary War, and then that led to the Declaration of Independence being signed. We celebrate the 4th of July because we were happy to be free, finally, from the tyrannical reign of the rich overlords in Britain. Okay, I still don't understand why you're not currently gonna celebrate your independence from Britain. That has nothing to do with 2025. Yeah, no, I know it has nothing technically to do with what was written back in 1776, but it's a silent protest that the majority of us are going to participate in because it makes no sense to the majority of us to celebrate a day that is marked independence from British overlords that were taxing us too much when we are currently deep in the chokehold of an oligarchy fascist takeover of this country. But we will celebrate it again. Might not be the same date, but we will celebrate the independence from the current overlords that are taking over this country. So that's why.